ask me if I can send a recording. That means what we will do. If anyone wants to ask questions or anyone feels, wants to say something, I have chat open as well, but feel free to ask, jump in. I usually do it a little bit more like a webinar style, but because I know a few of you and some people are new, will be great to kind of create that atmosphere and chat and maybe just do a little bit of networking. As always, I support networking because I think it's very important. And we have Pooja is from India, we have people from Perth, we have people from Queensland right now. And yeah, if you want to just put in the chat, where are you tuning into? Like, where are you from? Or maybe what city you are right now, it will be great. And I know we should have someone coming from Pakistan, and we will have probably a few people logging into a little bit later. That means please don't be interrupted. I will just try to run it smoothly and try to give you all as much as I can in 60 minutes, because I know it's short. And what we will do basically, because some people here are already in the program, my clients, and I just kind of did today like a little bit of test of blended meeting. That means I want to have all people in and just give a little bit more value to people in the course, and also have a little bit, external probably observations if people want to talk about something or ask questions, and have a little bit of, refreshment in the group. And also I will do like probably 5-6 minutes sales pitch. I will suggest for people they plan to do any kind of webinars or workshops or any kind of events, please feel free to stay and listen and maybe make some notes because it's very important. And regarding sales pitch, of course, guys already in the program, I'm not telling you to buy it probably, but you can double buy. That will be great. But it's probably just have a look and learn and probably ask me questions afterwards. But it's always great skills to have, especially when you run your own events. And what we will do, we will run 60 minutes sales, basically everything what I kind of collected after 19 years of sales and being in that environment, and plus observations and learnings and studies regarding the thinking and behavior, what can help us actually to be better. And yeah, I will try a little bit slides. I know it's really, really weird because I really like to see you all, but when I have slides, I can't see you all. That means if you want to say something, please just put it in the chat and or raise your hand. I think I should be able to see the hands up. And yeah, I will just share the screen. And actually, before I share the screen, it's probably an important question. I would like to ask if you can raise hands or say yes in chat. Who here has own business or is business owner? Cool. I think, yeah, awesome. That means majority. And I can see, oh, cool. I can see all hands, but if you're in sales or you're running sales team, or if you do any sales in the business, please raise the hands. Everyone. It's like we all sell all the time. That means today's topic is all about sales, because we know it is essential for business growth. And when we don't spend time in that business development side, we're probably not going to grow the business that well, or it will be kind of maybe organic and will take us years and years and years to get some great results in sales. That means today I will just give you a few different tools. I will show you what mistakes we do in sales and how we can avoid them, and how we can actually start to kind of behave a little bit different. Because I know a lot of people, when I talk to my clients, not all of them, but there's a lot of people that have that mindset like, oh, I hate sales and it's annoying and I don't really like it. I don't want to be sleazy. But I will show you a little bit of, like, it's not about chasing clients. I really want you today to kind of start to understand that it's all about trust, relationship, and the value we provide. And all the basically this 1 hour class will be all about that, basically how we can change the mindset. Hey, Brendan, and how we can actually start to feel really comfortable with sales and really enjoy it, because why not? That's a great part of our business, because we actually can help someone, but same time we can actually improve our bank account, what is, I believe, all what we want. Yeah. Cool. And now I can share. Awesome. And I close all tabs. Brendan, don't be worried, because I know some people don't like to see my screen with all crazy stuff. I had 32 tabs open in once. That's why I'm trying to don't advertise that anymore. But why I'm here or who I am, some of you know me, some of you don't know me. I'm originally from Europe. I live in a different countries. I have businesses all around the globe. And this is almost, it's 19 years in business for me. And I work and had businesses in Europe, Thailand, Caribbean, and now Australia. And why I usually say that is because I know what does that mean, changing environment. And trust me, when you work in Europe and when you work in Thailand, it's so different from culture, from I can't even name it. It's just so different to be in different country and don't know anyone and start from beginning. And we all need to implement the same basically tools all around the globe. That means the tools or sales or how we get business going is not really different. We just need to adjust to different conditions. And that's enough about me. We don't need to do that. And basically, I was in sales before. I did sales and marketing position in Red Bull when I started. And basically what we did, we negotiated really big contracts with big venues. And that was kind of my major role, to really push the Red Bull into the market and kind of get rid of competition. And that was, the story behind. We wanted to be everywhere. And we had pretty great success after, I think there was like 1.5 years. We really have coverage, probably 80% of all venues and big clubs and hotels. They actually offer the Red Bull. And most of them were offering only Red Bull, nothing else, or not other energy drink. Regarding customer satisfaction, it's very well connected with any kind of sales strategy, because when we need to actually increase customer satisfaction, it means that we need to change ourselves to be better with people. So this will be kind of major topic. And what we do, basically, what is the reason we talk about sales or we talk about business development, is that we all want to increase revenue, increase sales, and dollars in the bank account. And of course, if we can have that better time management and a better productivity, that we can actually work less and we don't need to work so hard and we don't need to work 16 or 12 hours a day. And systematization, I think it's the big thing for everyone. That's why I always try to show people that even in sales, even when you're a solopreneur, you need to have a process. You need to have some steps and rules around. And it's great to have some small ops manual about things that you do, because when you want to hire people later on, it is so helpful to have your small ops manual, Google Drive or somewhere on the Dropbox. And you just basically teach people the same thing that they actually worked. I mean, we do benchmarking. That's basically best practices in business. And that's what I always suggest to people, to collect the best practice when they get their clients, when they really get their sales, and they really, really get some dollars or revenue. And of course, we focus on performance, and that's all based on thinking and behavior most of the time. I will probably ask you now a little bit interact if you are here. What do you think are the most common mistakes in sales? Let's share maybe from your experience, maybe what just you think, maybe you read something, or maybe you saw someone to sell you something and you really didn't like it. Please feel free to unmute yourself, guys.
Lack of research, lack of product knowledge, basically. When you're selling something, if you don't have proper product knowledge, you don't know what, you don't know everything there is to know about the sales, and also what the competition is selling. That.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That means basically lack of knowledge or not really great awareness around what you actually sell. And of course, no idea around competition and what is actually in, like what is actually that offer. Then maybe you should have a look around how you can adjust or where you are standing. Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like that's definitely something that we need to master. We need to have knowledge. I will share a few things. And anyone else would like to share?
And I'm not sure if this is on the right track, but maybe when you look at it from an angle of a sale instead of from the angle of how you're helping your client.
Yes, like it. Yep, definitely. It's we most of the time we are not looking at the value or actually how we can help people, and we are so focused on sales and actually get the sales, you know, I'm at the meeting, I want to get a sales, but we don't really take enough time to access that real needs of our client. That's a great point, Joanne, that was amazing. Yeah, absolutely. And
I suppose just expressing like value to the clients, you know, because if you've got the value like up here and the price is there, you know,
yes.
like that, they're always going to take that. So it's expressing value to someone, but you need to, in my experience anyway, you need to individualize it. You know what I mean? It's not like a one-stop sort of stuff and sort of say, okay, this is where you're at. This is how it's going to fit. These are the benefits that you're going to receive from it. And this is the ROI, return on investment, that you are receiving. And if you can clearly explain that to them and you add, like I said, add the value and then the cost is there, you're going to make that sale every single time. But it needs to be personalized.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, absolutely. I think because we are all different. That means when you are with someone having conversation, it's usually always different conversation with each prospect. Yeah, thank you for sharing. And basically what I did, I wrap it up a little bit, and I would like to talk about that because I'm not going to focus on mistakes, but I'm going to focus on how we can change those mistakes, how we can do it better. That means, for example, the major obstacle is the ability to get prospects to take action. And this was my belief. This is what I thought at the beginning. When I started to sell, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I don't know how to make people to buy, how to actually push, when I should say that, when I should ask for that, like, hey, do you want to buy? And it took me time, but I realized that basically that's actually the easiest point of the sales process, to actually make prospects to take action. That's the easiest part. And why is that? If you want to put it in the chat, what do you think? Why is that? I will be happy to hear that. And I will probably just tell you from my perspective and from basically all education around sales, that if you take care of everything before you ask for actually sell, or before you ask them to take action, then you win. You don't need to even ask for sales. And the thing is that the question at the end, like, are you interested or would you like to buy? It's not even the right. Like, you basically naturally in sales conversation, when you're doing great job, when you really connect with person in front of you, when you really truly care about what they want, and you really truly believe from all your heart and skills and knowledge that that your product or service will actually help them or give them what they're looking for, that's when you basically you already won, because they will want to buy it. That means I want you to really remember, when you actually think about it and you feel like you're scared to make someone to buy from you, it's not about that. Just do the work before. Even if they don't buy at the first session, first meeting, that's fine. Just show them your passion and really do the trust and relationship building first. And mentally fit and confidence. What I mean by that, basically, when we are not confident, I'm sure you can imagine when you're sitting with someone and they're trying to sell something and they're shaky and they're not sure. And they're like, yeah. And they just use those words, that you just don't trust them, because you can see that person just, first of all, maybe doesn't even know what they sell, or maybe second of all, they don't even believe they can help you, but they will tell you they can help you. But you can see in body language and communication what they're showing you and what energy they're actually giving you, or what you're receiving from them. You can actually feel that that's not right. Like they don't even trust they can help me. And I believe you probably experience something like that when you are in the shop and you try something and it's really, you don't feel it's nice. You feel really ugly in that, and just shop lady comes to you and always said, oh, you look beautiful. Oh, you look absolutely stunning in this. And you look stunning in everything. Basically, they just try to sell you. And I'm sure you felt that way. Yeah? Raise your hand when there's anyone who ever experienced something like that. Cool. And majority of us experience that. And I want you to just remember, this is the major reason why we feel so uncomfortable about selling, because we felt this way. We felt cheated. We felt bad. We felt like somebody actually pushed us to something, or we bought something we didn't know just because the person was talking and never stopped. That means it can happen. And we all experience that. That means that will be something when I said mentally fit and confidence. Be confident about your product or service. Be confident about what you're selling actually can help people. And if you're not confident, test it. I always say that, like, we have program where we started 2 years ago with one program. We tested it with 20 people and it was all for free. Yes, I invested my time. Invest your time. Try it. I was buying things. I was basically doing this for 4 months, and we were doing program together. And I spent so much time on that, and I was never paid for that at the beginning. But I knew what people wanted, and they gave me feedback. They told me that was too much content. I need to cut it. That means really find the way how you can test or ask people, do surveys, feedback, ask for feedback. Really test what you're selling. If it's that really good, if they have that experience, what you want them to have. And beliefs, basically, that's the major thing that I always said. If you believe that sales is bad, you're not going to sell. Probably it's going to be bad. If you don't believe yourself, or you don't trust that you're good at something, or if you don't believe that your product is great, it can be a problem, because that's the first thing in every book, every sales conversation. When you're learning something or you're building up the skill, the first step is to believe. That means you believe you're the best. I'm not saying compare yourself with everyone and you need to be best and fancy. It's that you will deliver the value. Attitude, of course, we have the positive attitude, and I met a lot of people that have really aggressive attitude when they're selling, and they put me off straight away. That means really think about that, what kind of energy you want to actually show people. Because even Neil, about Rush, when you will sell the best ever house and you're pushy, I'm not going to buy it, even though it's the best house and best fit for myself. Just because of 2 salespeople, they're pushing me, I'm just not going to buy it. That means you probably know how it is, because you're a guy, you are really great in sales. That means you know how that can take people actually away from your product, even they need it. That means all sales is about people probably need you, people probably need your stuff, but all why they don't buy is you. And I know it sounds really blunt and really harsh, but it was first change I made when I actually realized it's me. It was all me. It was at what stage I was at, like what was my attitude, what was my mental state, was I happy, was I prepared to do it? And was maybe sometimes we have these limiting beliefs, like, oh, maybe when I will sell too much, it's too much, I don't want to grow that much. I don't maybe want that 5 employees, because when I will sell this much, I will need to probably employ people. And trust me, so many people are actually scared of success. And I'm sure that you will resonate with some stuff. That means if you have something to ask or resonate with something, please put it in the chat. And I need to open my chat. Awesome. Sorry, guys, just opening that just to be sure I can see you all. Joe, yes, and it's annoying. I can imagine you talk about people that are pushing you to buy something. Ownership for a trust. That's where I'm trust. Trust is when people tell you that, like you need to build a relationship, and some people are like, oh, I just can't be friend with everyone. I can't be friend with my clients. It's too much, too many people. It's all about trust. You need to build the trust and respect. And that's already relationship. I try to explain this in even teams, when they work together. It's all about trusting each other. People need to trust that you are honest, you're authentic, you're pretty much telling them everything, you're telling them truth. That's why if you want to lie, or if you just want to say something because it sounds cool, but it's probably not the thing that you will deliver, just don't do it, because they will come back to you and it's not nice. That means really try to be authentic and build the trust. And before you try to sell anything, be sure that the people trust you, because when the person next to you or on other side of you, when you're actually selling and having sales conversation, it's not really sales conversation. That's probably one distinction. It's not really much like, yeah, I offer this. Oh, what it is, how much is that? This is not sales conversation. You lost already. Remember, we never really talk about sales at a sales conversation. I know it sounds weird, but it's so true. And I was doing the same mistake. I was talking, that people ask me, what is your program? How much cost? How long it will take? And I didn't even realize that's where I'm at that stage that people ask me questions. I already lost. I lost the sales, because it's on them. Everything is on them. It's not anymore on me. I don't have any control about the situation. I don't have any control about conversation. Nothing. I lost it. That means really try to ask questions. If people ask you questions, ask them questions back. Really, really try to understand where they are at, what they need, what is their business going through, and if they allow you to go to personal stuff, go. But I said don't go too much too deeper straight away, because you don't have probably the trust yet. Then really think where are your boundaries, what you can really do, and try to understand what is the flow of that conversation. Because when you offer too early, or you try to sell too early, that's usually, we know that we didn't build the trust and rapport with the person. And well, ownership for your results, I don't need to talk about it. People actually don't take, I really don't want to sound harsh, but honestly, so many people in business, they don't do any personal development. I know most of you guys, you do personal development, but there is a massive mistake when people go to the business and go and try to grow the business, and they never have any sales training, or never read any sales book. Because naturally, yes, we can be good in some things, but sales is a skill. And when you go to Cambridge Dictionary, you can see the skill is something that we learn, and we need to actually practice that. That means you can learn through practice, but you need to know what is the strategy you're going to learn. That means always is great to, listen podcasts, or read the books. There are amazing books on sales, or ask friend, or ask someone who is really successful, or get coach or mentor, whatever works for you. But I always said, just take the responsibility, because I was doing sales at the beginning and I was like, oh, I don't know how to do it. This doesn't work, but I didn't read any book. I was like, I should probably start to learn actually how to do that the best way. And I learned through experience, but it took me so long. Without reading the books, probably I wouldn't be understanding what actually I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. And I always said, just take one book, just take one sales book and read it. And outcome, and decide the price you're going to pay. Outcome is the major thing when I teach success principles. Always understand what is the outcome. What is the outcome for you, what you want when you're going to sales conversation, but what is the outcome for a person you're going to sell as well? Like really understand what you want and decide the price you're going to pay. I guess there is I think there was the guy, he owned like 200 companies, when he said that if you want to sell a lot and you want to become really great salesperson and grow your business and you want to have millions of dollars, you need to understand there will be price that you need to pay. That means you need to actually spend probably different time in the work. You probably need to work much harder, and you probably need to learn some, greater techniques and strategies, and some of the strategies that we will talk about. But the major thing is that you need to decide, like the person that is not working and just having business as a hobby is never going to have probably that, millions and flying and doing what they want and having freedom. And some people say like, yeah, I want to have freedom. I said, freedom, financial freedom, or whatever freedom is probably the highest payment we can get. Like that's like a highest goal when you think about it. When you think about your highest goal and you are not able to, I don't want to say sacrifice, it's more like, let's give some energy into that. Let's give some energy, attitude, and mindset into sales and business development if you really want to have that freedom. It's not going to happen with us sitting at a home office and procrastinate 8 hours of the day or 5 hours of the day. That's not going to happen. That means really, really think about that, what you need to do to actually get the outcome you want. And empathy and think long term. When you're speaking with people, this is pretty much, I really like that, because it's every salesperson that is really successful, that when they speak with person in front of with prospect, they already think about second and third sales. That means they actually think about long-term relationship. They think about the client, what they will sell them maybe in 20 years time, because that's important. You don't want to have just client, sell them anything, ask for a little bit of money, and after that, you're like, oh yeah, and this client is gone. And probably they didn't like it, but they bought it because I was good in sales, and they will never come back. You don't want that. You really want to understand the journey that you can take your client on and really be there for them and add some value, add more value. I do research, for example, for my clients. If I know they're more interested in marketing, and now in the program, I don't do marketing. I go back, I study marketing, I bring as much as I can, or I interview someone on my podcast and bring them a little bit more value. It doesn't matter what it is, always take care of your client and think about them as someone that will be there for with you probably for next 10 or 20 years. If that person is in front of you is someone that you really don't want to have 10 years in front of you, maybe that's something that you should think about. Because probably you have experience with some clients that you say maybe after a year, like, oh my gosh, why I started to work with them. Yeah. Anyone experienced that?
Yes. All the time.
Yeah. And it happened.
After 2 weeks, you're like, I need to get rid of this client.
That's pretty harsh. And
I just was thinking about your empathy and think long term. At times, I think when we're selling, we're trying to think about the business or acquiring that business or getting someone signed up on the day. But I think if you get better at listening and putting your own interest aside, you can really understand, I think listening helps with that empathy piece.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rash, for that. It's when you're going from beginning, basically listening is the major thing. And I will talk about that, but being present and listen is the most important thing that we can do. And it's really interesting how you can see that some people actually listen even on the class. Like, for example, I run, I don't know, workshop or something. And after that, my client or someone from the workshop comes to me and say like, oh my gosh, I have great business with this person at your workshop. That means they were listening what the person do, what they need. And they were able to not only network, not only learn and get some education, but also actually create sales. That means it is all possible. The major thing is that's such a great reminder, and definitely empathy and long-term thinking about the person, about prospect is always listening and asking right questions. I will show you some magic questions even you can use for yourself and build up the skill, because questioning is, I'm lucky. Okay, I'm studying 5 years coaching and behavior and thinking. That means for me, asking questions or right questions is easier probably in sales right now. And that really helped me so much in sales conversations. Like for someone that wasn't actually, doing any education in coaching. And it's normal because not everybody wants to be coached, but it's really great. I can share some questions with you. And yeah, I will do that. I think I added some questions also to your workbook. And there was the workbook in the chat, if you want to download that at the beginning of the chat. And cool, I will move on. I just want to be sure that we have 60 minutes. And don't think closing, think relationships. That's basically the same thing that I already mentioned, that when we are talking with person, we really don't think about sales conversation. We're talking about creating relationships, being with a person and listening what they need, what they want. Maybe we can help them some different way. And I was explaining this, I think it was yesterday, I talked to one guy, he's in our BNI meeting. And I said, look, you know what, actually to help me to create sales. Because when I'm contacting people, I'm asking them what they need, and I'm asking them if they want to be connected with XYZ industry. Because I said, look, I know this guy, and he's absolutely amazing, and he can help. That means I actually using my contacts, my relationships, my referral partnerships for actually creating business for myself as well. But also same time, I'm helping two people. That means really remember there is a lot of different conversations we can have. Okay, I will download sorry guys, I will just put workbook there again. Or
you need to unmute, Alex. You're on mute, Alex.
How this happened?
Thank
you very much. That's great. Okay, anyway, if anyone has the workbook, please just put it in the chat for people, and they can download it, because I really want to continue. That means if you can put it there, that will be really helpful. And okay, seek first to understand, then to be understood. And that's basically going with Rush shares, because it is about listening. That means if you listen, we know actually what's going on in someone's life. And we can really, really help, and we can really understand. Maybe we are not the help, but maybe there is someone else who can help them better. That means always think about your contacts and people around you as well. Like I have meeting on Tuesday with person that I'm not sure if I can help him, but I said, look, I will come, I will ask you questions and see, because I know a lot of great coaches in different areas. That means if I'm not the right person, I can actually refer better coach, or, you know, better coach in something else, because I'm not really expert in everything. And if someone needs more, I don't know, life coaching, then maybe I will just, thank you very much for that, Neil. I will just add, you know, that I will just connect them. That means really think about first listening and helping client. That's all what you need. And I believe you all have experienced that sometimes we just send people to different shop, that's all. And we just wanted them to be happy. Cool. Okay. It's all about 3 major things. I usually do everything through critical alignment model from Remy Pearson, but that's something that it's going with those 3 major areas. That means we need to master mindset, strategy, and execution. Those are 3 things that needs to be mastered for everything, for any success. When you want to succeed in any kind of business or life or career, I always said mindset, strategy, and execution. And we talked about already a little bit about mindset. That means if you have any questions around mindset, please just shoot it in the chat, and I will talk about that. But basically, what is important, I kind of compare two sides of mindset. You can come with a mindset, there is not enough clients in Perth, there is not enough clients in India, or there is not enough clients, you know, in the world. And there's so much competition. You know, like who I am that people are going to work with me. You can have that kind of mindset. I always said that's the struggle mindset, that you see struggles all around, everywhere. Oh, I don't know how to sell. Oh, I don't know this. I don't know enough people. We just have all these thoughts. Or you can be on other side and you can have wealth mindset. And already the words are telling you where the result is. That means you can think about it the way that is actually true, because there is a lot of clients. There is enough for everyone. There is enough for everyone. It's just you that needs to take a little bit of action. That means clients are everywhere. They just don't know about us. And I realized that when I was in the group of 1,500 people, and I realized that just one person that introduced me there, I was like, wow, this is 1,500 people I don't know, and they don't know me. And imagine that you stay active in somewhere, in some group or community, or you do your advertisement, you do your proper sales, you connect with people. There will be person from 50, 100 messages a day that will actually need you. There will be the person that wants to talk about that. There will be the person that wants to talk about business or crypto or leadership. There will be person that wants to buy something, and there will be person that likes art. That means, remember, it's just all about that, like really understanding that our mindset is the first thing that can stop us. And that's going with beliefs, values, and attitudes that I already mentioned. I had massive conversation about values today, because values it's kind of like an emotional experience, an emotional compass. Then I was talking with my coach, and it was interesting because his massive value is really just giving. And I said, it's just so interesting because he gave me his time. And when I started, he gave me his time for free. And I was so broken from my personal stuff. And I was really in like not really good place. And basically he helped me, and he was really, his generosity was, all over the place. I was like, wow, how he can do that. But what happened, that's his first value. He said, generosity is my first value. And I realized when I was speaking with big female organization, I was like, you know what, I will do this for free. Let me know if you need any help for women, in all around the world. I will be doing some free workshops if that is something that you want. And she was like, why you would do that for free? And I said, it's a good question, but my coach showed me something, and I realized that I really like generosity as a value because it helped me so much. And I want to be the person that will help someone else as well. And it was something that really resonated. That means if I believe that things are possible, they will happen and they will be possible. If my values are the right values, I will actually connect with right clients. And you guys from my program, who you are here, like some of you are already working with me, and you are right people. I love you all. That means it's more like really see that alignment. You know, we are aligned. We have same goals. We really want to grow. We have same attitudes, and we really can get together and work towards the major outcome we want for ourselves. And it's almost for all of us same. It's just the number is different when I'm talking financials, of course. That means, remember, beliefs, values, attitude, most important part. And you can have struggle mindset or you can have wealth mindset. That means always think about that and what side of the mindset or thinking you are. Thinking is everything. And for those of you who know me, I know I'm talking about thinking all the time. I want to show you something, because thinking and values are so important. And why is that? Because from neuroscience, in general, how we process reality or how we process the world and external world is that we see something and we create a thought. That means we see everyone here on the class, and you all have different experience. Some of you maybe things like, oh my gosh, she's talking so fast, she needs to slow down. Some of you may be already like, oh my God, it's so late. I want to finish this day. I want to have a glass of wine. Or some of you, oh my God, I have so much work. That means you're already thinking, you have your thoughts. I don't know what kind of thoughts, but trust me, people who are here saying, you know what, I will just listen and I will learn. And this is my time. They will have probably massive value from the session. And people who are thinking about different things, they will have different value from the session. That means really think everything starts with thought. Now, with thought, we create feeling. That means if you are thinking already about the dinner and you want to be away, you will be really nervous and you will be like, just want to go. Just, really on, I don't know how to say in English, but we say like on spike. And basically for people, they are here and they've just listened, they're present and they observe people in the room and they really listen. Then yeah, they will be having different probably feeling and they will feel calm and they will feel like they're learning, and that's their time for education. And basically after that thinking and causing the feelings, we create a choice. Some people will leave early, some people will stay, some people will put camera off because they have enough and everybody can make different decisions. Or some people here will connect with each other. Some people here in the room maybe will find the person they want to talk to. And I will have conversation afterwards with you guys and we can chat and introduce each other. I like it always when people stay. It's up to you, but you can create some relationships here. That means it's your choice, but the choice is made on your thought. It's based on what you were thinking, what you are thinking right now. And based on that, that will be action and result. People who are, for example, leaving earlier, I know I'm giving you an example right now, but I think it's a good example to see that people sometimes leave early because they are in a hurry and there's more important things. Or people stay and they take it as a priority to actually learn about sales when they are in business. And the results in their business will be different, will be probably much higher. And maybe tomorrow they will get actually sales they want. I mean, really remember that our thinking is what is creating our results. This model is like super easy here, but it's super simple because I really try to simplify that, but it's so important. There is so many things into that. There is how we think, why we think the way we think, but that can be next time. Okay, I gave you the workbook. If you want to use it, there's a few different questions. That means ask yourself, what do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your service or brand? And what do you believe that you deliver to your client? And what is important, I know it's hard because beliefs, we call it beliefs hunting. It's really hard because we need to be super honest to ourselves. It's easy to say like, oh, I'm fine, I'm good in that. Oh yes, my services are amazing. Oh, maybe not that amazing, but I can still sell them. That's just not what we're looking for. I want you to really sit down sometimes when you're maybe out of the class and really think about that. What is that? What I really believe about myself? Like, do I have any doubts or do I really trust myself? Can I really do it? Am I really great, connector and a business owner? Do I have enough, passion or drive? Really think about that, where you are standing. And this is so important because beliefs hunting, beliefs are everything. It's directing our life. Any questions? No, good. I was just thinking if everybody understands, that's important, because I don't want anyone to leave outside and continue. These ones, but when we stop basically thinking about mindset, because we have all this right mindset, we don't need to take care of that. We know some models and frameworks. We can keep ourselves up and prepare before the sales conversations. You know, we have some rituals or whatever you have, whatever is helping you. It's actually a good thing, because we need to self-manage and self-regulate. And now we're going to more like strategy. I always said people, if you don't know who is your target market or ideal client, just don't even go there. And now I'm not saying, there was really old times. I don't know if you remember ages ago, there were so many classes and webinars and workshops. Oh, you need to know your avatar. That's it. Your business is just one thing, one subject, and you just sell to this person. And I was thinking, it doesn't make sense how people present that, because that's not true. You never sell one person. You have mixture of clients, and they're all different. And I was starting to do a little bit of more studies into that. And honestly, just for your marketing, just for your one advertisement, one campaign, that's when your target market is so important. I am targeting two different sides of businesses. I do leadership and business coaching. Business, usually small business owners, or some people like you when you're a solopreneur, you don't going to sign up for my leadership skill training because you don't lead a team yet. But when you're in business, you will probably go to business course or business boot camp because you want to grow your business and sales. That means I can target 2 avatars. I can target 3 avatars. It's up to you. But for the campaign, I always choose one. That means when I run my campaign, I don't run like, are you a business owner, or are you a corporate employee, or like, I can't mix those two things. That means remember that your target market and audience is most of the time, depends on what you're selling. It's most of the time because of your advertisement or campaigns. That means really understand who this person is that you want to target. But also I teach people strategic partner and referral partner. That means, or referral avatar. What I like to do, and what I like to do a little bit different, because I think this is a little bit different. I never really heard this before, but I realized through my business journey, I have people or avatars I can sell easily, and it's going, and I'm making business, business is growing. But now I have the group of people or businesses as a strategic avatars. They are businesses that I know I need to work on negotiating a little bit longer. Or because when I will get the contract, it will probably take maybe one person that I need to employ, or they will take half of my week away because I will need to work a little bit deeper on their business, but it will be a massive contract, maybe for a year, for 2 or 3. But that's something that I work behind the scene. That means I'm doing my business, but behind the scene, I had 2 meetings last week with mining companies, for example. That means really, really have the discussions and understand where you can help. What is that strategic avatar that you can actually try to work towards, just someone that will actually create that big change in your business. Because when we will just focus on strategic big avatar, big business, or something that is a little bit harder to get and talk about, because you need to negotiate and go through 1 million people. If you will focus only on that, our business will bankrupt. That means we need to create cash flow. We need to actually create business, and we need to focus on all 3. That means think about that. Who is your strategic maybe contact, or maybe someone not only that you can negotiate big contract, but maybe someone who can help you different ways, because you are all from different industries. It will be a little bit different for each of you, but I'm happy to chat about that. And your referral avatar is someone that can help you to introduce you to right people. And I know some of you already know, because you're part of the networking groups, all of us probably networking a lot. But are you doing that really right way? Are you really focusing on other person that is actually there and you can help them as well? I have amazing referral partners. I have, for example, a commercial lawyer. Absolutely amazing, because he's in front of my clients all the time and I'm in front of his clients. That means when my clients need help, I straight away can go to this one person and say, this commercial lawyer is the best. And he can say, look, if you need leadership or business coaching, this is the person. That means we can actually help each other. And I want you to think about that. What kind of people or what kind of businesses are actually your referral partners? Who is in front of businesses, your clients, basically your avatars. Maybe those people are there every day. Imagine there are people in health industry. I always said, go to gym. Gym has thousands of members. You can plug it into that straight away. You can go do a workshop there or do presentation, and you have 1,000 members that can be invited to your session. I'm not saying they will all come, but they will all know about you because the gym can send them email about that. That means try to find the sources that will help you to advertise your business and sell your business a little bit different ways. There is so many things we can do, but I always said understanding who is our avatar, who is our strategic avatar, who is our referral avatar is so important. So this is probably a different angle of looking at our clients, potential clients. Please just remember, because it's really helpful. Offer. I don't need to go to your offer closer because your offer is all of you are very different. And I can see so many different industries. We have some artists, we have some crypto, we have some real estate and embroidery and fashion designer. Awesome. So many. And that's why I'm not going to that into detail, but basically what we do, there is a few different offers we always create. And sometimes when we have, massive product or service to sell and it's really expensive and people don't have any experience with us, only through the sales conversation, we need to have some kind of entry offer or something we can give them, or something we can give them the taste of that. Especially, I'm talking now especially online, because face-to-face, you can build a relationship. Sometimes you close the contract only on shake the hands, you don't need to actually sign any document, and you have client because they can experience you. They can be with you. But imagine that you're online. Like now you see probably small Alex somewhere, you don't create any connection. And I'm just talking and probably annoying you or probably giving you something that you really value. That means it's really hard to make that, I guess, connection and relationship online. That means for me, it will be when I ask you at the beginning, like, yeah, I will probably offer something. If you are in my program, you don't need to listen, but I want you to see that there is something we always can do and we always can offer, and people can taste it. And they don't need to jump straight away for 12 months of coaching or 12 months of program, but I can help them to grow the business, but they can jump on a 3 days training. What can be absolutely great. It's 3 days, awesome. I learn everything what I need, and they can go out there and do the strategy or implement the strategy with some guidance. Now they come back and they can actually try my second level of the offer, what is a little bit more expensive. That means, remember, there are a few different models you can find everywhere online. Ascension model, and basically it's I think I put actually a little bit of lead magnet is the free stuff. What probably I'm not going into details, but lead magnet is free PDF. My free masterclass, for example, for some people, this is something that I actually used to do as a lead magnet. That means I actually invite people, I make them sit here, be here, ask questions, and experience it. If they like it, they will talk to me. If they don't like it, that's fine. That means you're giving people something, some kind of offer that can actually experience you for free. That can be downloadable ebook or PDF or free class or maybe some exhibition, whatever you do, basically for free. Entry offer and middle tier and top tier. It's when you imagine all companies, all franchises, everyone has those kind of ascension models implemented. Example can be McDonald's, entry offer will be your burger for $1. Middle tier will be your, what is that, drink and French fries. It's really bad because I don't really eat that. That means I don't know. But I know that McDonald's is easy way to explain that. And top tier can be your family pack or something. That means there's a few different things that can actually happen. And we can probably create, like what is most important? Like entry offer should be something that is cheaper, and you can actually easy sell, and people don't need to think about that too much, but also you don't need to spend so much time on that. That means with going up in ascension model is also when you're giving more and more of your time. That's usually it can be for service industries. It can be for product industries. Depends. I understand some people don't package their products, but it's maybe something that you can think about. Joanne, do you have did you raise the hand and you want to ask something, or is just still there from last time?
No, it was from before. I'll take it down.
No, that's okay. I was just like, I just want to be sure that I don't miss that.
Lower hand. There you go.
All good. And and basically when I said strategy, we need to identify the prospecting or sales strategy. And I will probably have a little bit of conversation, guys, if you have time here. Like, I want to know if anyone has any prospecting or sales strategy in place, if it's offline or online. Can you share, please, guys, jump in and share, like, what is your prospecting strategy?
I've got some I can share because we do regular prospecting. So we do DL drops. And then we also do specific targeted customer acquisition letters as well. So those are a couple, and then we do a database calls as well of old contacts and that to ensure we get new business in. So
cool, great, thank you. Anyone else would like to share? Thanks, Raj. I would like to hear some more. You're very quiet, guys. Yeah, Mark, awesome.
Yeah, I have two. One is referral marketing through BNI.
Yeah.
That's a very important part of my business.
Awesome.
Not only my own chapter, but also other local chapters. And the other is repeat business from my existing client base. And I stay in touch with my existing clients to remind them I'm there. And I get a lot of business from my existing client base. Not only repeat orders, but referrals to other clients.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. That's great. Can I grab some more, guys? Oh, girls, you're so quiet. Marilyn, I can see you're thinking. You do your prospecting as well, or you started?
Yes, sorry, but I don't feel like I have an actual prospecting strategy, to be honest. At the moment, it's a lot of through networking and referral. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. And then and we have our Jacinta neighborhoods scouting around, Google Maps reports, Labs Traders reports, business conference. Great. If you want to share, great. Thank you, Jacinta, for that. That's great. If you want to share any strategies, I believe they will help, people around just to kind of have an idea. I just want to tell you, like we have usually some strategies, like we do something, we do networking, we go for the events, we have some kind of style, we repeat it. But I want you to think about it. If we are not where we want to be, some of the strategies probably are not executed the right way. Or maybe there is something missing. Or maybe it's like Marilyn said, and maybe it's not really strategy. It's just going for networking. That means really, I want you to focus, because having strategy doesn't mean that you need to have something fancy. You need to have some fancy platform. It's only to really, first of all, choose what type of prospecting strategy you will actually have, or what you will use. And I'm not saying you can't use all of them, but choose 2, 3, 4, 5, and start to focus on them, and probably change them on the way, or change how you're doing them. What is actually happening? All those prospecting strategies, actually, they all works. They're all great. That means when someone says that cold calling doesn't work for me, it's BS, okay? And I have so many people telling me that like cold calling doesn't work. It is working. And the thing is, cold calling works for someone, and for someone it doesn't work. Only change or only gap is how you execute the strategy, how you do it, what is your step-by-step thing you do, what is your copy, what do you say, what is your script. All those things can be mastered. That's why I do that a lot in the program. I know it's a lot of content. I know, girls, when you're there, probably you're overwhelmed, but we're slowly implementing things. The major thing is I always said, need you to choose the strategy. If you're going to do networking and you want to continue, do it, but do it a different way. Start to review your conversation. What is actually your conversation about when you talk to people? How are you going? What attitude you bring into conversation? Are you open? Are you learning about the person? Are you asking right questions? And really prepare yourself. When you're going to do cold calling, prepare your script, prepare your list. You can't just go cold calling and search on Google and call everyone. It's just not going to work. Really think about that. Target your avatar, choose, I don't know, one type of industry and call them, check, research who they are, if they even maybe had coach before, or if they use some services like yours. Really think about that research and preparation is the key to actually master your prospecting strategy. And when you choose your strategy or what you're going to do, after that, just start to create with your practice, your steps. I can give you best practices for everything because I did cold calls, networking, bold walking. Bold walking is when you walked into business basically and try to introduce yourself and ask them what they do. And you know, just, I did it with, I think it was like a real estate and finance guys. And I just walk in and it's like, look, I'm in the area. I moved my office and I just wanted to come to say hello and see who is around, who is working here and just see the people around because I don't know what much people in the area. That means you can do whatever. It's just really light introduction and you start conversation. That means prepare your questions, prepare conversations and choose your prospecting strategy. When you do cold emails, try to cold emails, but prepare a few of them, test them and see when you will get the answer. But please just don't expect that when you send one email, you will get one answer. Just create, I don't know, one copy for 50 or 100 emails and send it out or messages on LinkedIn. Go back and check how many responses did you have, what was the reaction, and go and try again different message. The major thing is we don't have enough patience usually to do it because we think we don't have enough time to do it. But all you need in your business, it's time for this. And I'm telling you, if you don't do anything else in your business and you do only prospecting, you win. You get it. You will get the growth. Even if you skip some marketing strategies, you will get a growth. Prospecting is the key. Prospecting and sales. And basically when you have your mindset and you have your strategy that you create, I can share some best practices. And when you have your execution, that means you actually do it with no procrastination, but you will do it, you will execute it, and you will find out what you did well, what you can do different, and you will get the results. And basically that's what I was talking about, just to create your 3 to 5 steps strategy. That means when I cold call or cold email, I got message. Usually I got, I don't know, from 50 messages, I got usually 10 messages back and I got 2 meetings. That's pretty good conversion rate. Now, when I have 2 meetings, they were usually strategic partners. I meet this way, Fortescue Metal and some big companies. That means for me, doing that, it's best spent time in my business. Now I can see that my call was message, was meeting, and after meeting, I can actually ask, of course, I'm kind of ask for sales, but I don't really ask, I just see what I need. I send proposals, some ideas, and I ask for introduction of that. That means I never just send them some kind of proposal like, hey, have a look, because I'm scared of sales. Never do it. If someone wants something from you, don't just send them proposal, call them with proposal. Ask them to give you 10 minutes on Zoom or ask them to give you 10 minutes face-to-face. Never, ever just send proposal and it's done. The job is not done. Much better is to come and meet the person with proposal in hand and give it to everyone on the meeting and talk about it, because that's why you were there. When you just send it out, you most of the time lose the business. I mean, just remember that's kind of small point that I can share. Magic questions.
Alex, can I say something to back you up on that quickly?
Yes.
So one of the things I learned in a sales course I did last year, I used to, once I'd consulted with the bride, I would then email off the design and the quote and wait to hear back. Now what I do is I book in a 15 to 30-minute Zoom. And before I even get to the cost, we chat about the design, let her, like if there's anything she wants, and that has been just so much better.
I love that. And I think that's, you can see basically just that part of execution, the small part that you don't send them proposal and, you know, don't care, or just call them or send them email next day, like, hey, did you see my proposal?
Yeah.
That's just such a avoiding, you know, the hard conversations and sales.
Yeah.
I mean, you did such a great work that you actually talk through, you know, proposal and talk to them about that. That's great.
And what's fun with it is they get really excited talking about the design and seeing the design. So by the time you get to the actual cost of it, you've really lifted the excitement level and the emotion is like right there. Yeah. The cost is sort of a bit irrelevant.
Awesome. That's just so nice to hear, because that's all the point, like really, really be there and and give them as much as you can, you know, and you can see, you can actually make them excited because you are excited and you know what you're offering. You really know that you can actually give them something they really want. And yeah, I love that. Thanks. If you want to jump in, please do. What I will do, of course, test and measure. I always measure how many people I call, how many people I had yes, or how many people comment positive. It's up to you what you want to measure. Okay. I don't want to now set up all your KPIs and go through that because we don't really do now business coaching or business consulting, but it's important to measure. If you don't have any measurements that you do, like if you don't have any evaluation every week, you don't know where your business is. You don't know how you do, and you don't know if your prospecting practice actually works properly or not. And sometimes numbers are zero. That's fine. You know, sometimes that happen, but it's just showing us that maybe something happened that week. Maybe we didn't have time for something, but it's such a great mirror of us and our activities. It's really a reflection of what we do. That means, remember, I will just simple way. I prepare something that I do really for free. And I do like a small classes on that. Just measure those things. Leads generated, and that's offline or online. That means really write down every week or every day how many people actually I talk about sales or talk about prospect or have a prospect in front of me. That means how many leads did you actually generate? It can be through social media, it can be offline, networking, whatever strategy you do, whatever prospecting strategy you want to do. That means measure that and maybe think about like how many times I really ask for business, how many times I really were focused on that. Like how many times I really use all my skills on language and trust building and all that stuff that actually I was able to ask for business. Or I'm not saying that you ask for business, I give you business, but really go through that prospecting conversation where you actually realize that the person is really great fit for you or for your product or for your service. And you actually say, you know what, I think this will be great for you. That means whatever techniques you're using, but remember, it's important how many people actually times we ask, because we get leads and we just have chit chat and we let them go. That's not that we ask for sales. That's not that we have actually real prospecting conversation. And of course, converted clients and how you will improve results next week. I always ask people to think about the number they want to have next week. I mean, think about all those, and you can add more. You can add the sales in dollars. I like to do that, but this is kind of good just to create that small habit of 5 minutes and sit down and write down what was happening. Because this is the easiest way to do it. Even if you do first 3 items, you will have these 5 minutes, it's done. Do it every Friday and get into that habit. When you will be in that habit, we will start to, check the sales, dollars, revenue or profits. We can actually have a look on more numbers, but you will already created habit to actually measure. Everybody's happy with measuring, yeah? I can see that excitement. Anyway, I basically just put together that what we need to do is shift your beliefs about the sales, know your market, know your avatars, all 3 of them, know your value you deliver to the market, get clear your offer, align marketing mix. That's something that is massive, but we don't need to talk about marketing because we talk about sales today. And sales and prospecting strategy, please just choose what you're going to do and start to measure. And before, of course, you measure, decide about your outcome, what you want from that strategy. Cool. Who wants to have more dollars in the bank? Yay. Cool. Now is the time to have fun, yeah? What basically I mentioned already, that we help people. I like the glasses. Pretty cool. We help people to grow. That means I don't need to go in details, but what is important in our business to really make money. If you don't make money, we can't have holidays, we can't have fun, and we just struggle and we just walk around really tired and we don't want to do it. We just really want to enjoy the business. And it is possible from beginning. You don't need to wait. People say, it's hard at the beginning. Yeah, it's harder in sales and prospecting, but you don't need to do other stuff because you don't have that many clients. That means it gets harder all the time. It's not just hard at the beginning, okay? And what I did based on some sessions, I created actually based on clients' needs. They were like, oh, I don't want to be in really, really long program. I just want something quick and fast. And I was like, you know what, I can put all together into kind of business accelerator bootcamp. And I said, it sounds actually cool. That means I created all what they needed. And I just kind of interviewed them after goal setting session. And I said, please just let me know what will be the best outcome you want. And they were saying, look, I just want to have that one funnel, one prospecting strategy or sales strategy, and they will work. And they will work for me. I don't need to all the time try to find out, where to chase clients and be all around the place. Then I created actually basically 3 days training with real practice. I know probably some of you saw already pictures from bootcamp. I ran first one last 2 weeks, 2 Sundays. We separated it on Sundays. And it was absolutely amazing. We have like big printed papers, and we created, day 2 and 3, we created funnels, and everyone has different steps, what they want to do and what they want to do as a lead magnet and offer. That means we tailor everything to each person. That's why the bootcamp is for only small group. I don't want to do it for 50 people because that's no point. But everyone left with this big paper of kind of strategy. And after that, they have week for preparation, and they were basically writing the copy and everything what they need, lead magnet, creating all this stuff. And I know some people don't want to do it. I know, Rash, I think you mentioned that you have a person that you want to hire for that, or you have hired a social media person and marketing creator. The major thing is that the best practice when you're starting your business or when you want to scale your business is to know your strategy, because after that you can actually hire people to do it the way that works and the way you want. And you don't need to spend money on something that doesn't work. And that happened to me a million times. You probably all know. That means the first day, basically, we go through avatars and principles, and we really try to help you to understand where you are and what type of campaigns you can do and who you can target and where is actually your product sitting and your offer sitting in the market. That means all that niche and marketing research, we all do it together. And the day 2 and 3 is not going. Day 2 and 3 basically do all marketing strategy, all ascension model, KPIs, and pricing strategies, marketing mix. Basically, we will prepare everything for you the way that you will have your work there. That means at the session, you do all this stuff as well. That means you learn and you know what to do when you will have second product or second offer. You can actually implement it afterwards by yourself anytime, and how to test and measure everything and execution of all of that. And after that, we have usually sessions. Basically what happens afterwards is every 2 weeks we have sessions when we check on everyone, like, okay, where are you going? Is that actually bringing you leads and sales? If not, we will have a look on strategy. And if the strategy doesn't work, we will try to find a gap, and we will see what you're doing great and how you can move a little bit faster and how you can get results. Every 2 weeks, basically, we will check in a group session, and we will kind of share all insights and what worked, what didn't, because that is important, because some people implement the same thing, but it doesn't need to always work the same way. I mean, there can be tweaks, on platforms you're using or social media you're using and message you're sharing. Thank you, Pooja. Awesome, guys. I know some of you needed to go, and Emma is in Queensland. I will speak to her soon. She's in a program. That is what I did, basically, guys. This is, I choose the dates, but dates will be probably moving around. When we have small group of people, they will need to change the dates. But what is important, I decided to run again the bootcamp. And for those of you are in the program already, you will get everything. Of course, I share with you all bootcamp materials and workbooks. But for those of you who are not, basically, the bootcamp will start probably around $3,000 from March. What I want to do, I decided to do 24 hours offer. And basically, I'm happy to people pay deposit or have payment plan, but 3 days training with all this focus on growing your business, creating your strategy, creating your prospecting and sales strategy that will work. And we will evaluate together and really bringing you that healthy sales, healthy leads into your business. That will be all what we will focus on. That is really, really moving the needle in the market. And I will leave this for 24 hours because I think it's fair. That means if you want for 24 hours, it's $1,600. And deposit can be $900 or $600. It's up to you. But I will wait. I will give you time. You think about it. You think about where you're standing, if you actually need it. and come back to me, and I will share probably my email or number. This is my phone number. If anyone wants to start, wants to change the business, please just send me a message on this number. And some of you have me on LinkedIn. I'm happy to see your message on LinkedIn if you can't make it on phone. But it is 6:10. No, 5:10. Sorry, bedtime. That means tomorrow, 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., the offer is gone. That will be all what I can offer today. Thank you so much, guys. And now it's opening to Q&A because I would like to see you finally. Any questions? You can unmute yourself, come in.
I've got a question just with advertising. So I've only just started like doing advertisements online, and because I'm doing like that whole testing thing for Q1.
Yeah.
And I found like I was getting a lot of engagement and a lot of people clicking through to my website and having a look at my stuff, but it's the conversion part that I'm like struggling with. So I think that's the main, yeah.
Awesome. No, that's awesome. It's not actually that you're struggling. Honestly, it's everyone always. The conversion is the hardest part. We can all get leads, you know, we can all get people to our website. Conversion is the major thing that we need to have a look. And I'm happy to jump into that and see, because what is important when where you're doing the advertisement is on Facebook or Instagram? Or
This one was on Pinterest because it's
Okay.
very visual. So I thought, oh, I'll try Pinterest first, and then I want to try different ones to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of engagement. I think I had over like 200,000
Yeah.
like people visiting my page, which was really good. But
You should get like 1,000 clients. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let's I will ask you a question, because from frameworks we use for thinking, the first question will be, what is the outcome you advertise there? What do you actually want from people?
I think my main thing was to build brand awareness.
Okay.
First, yeah, I'm quite new still to business. And I really want to just push my name a bit more. And then hopefully once I can get more of that awareness, people might start to, you know, look at my art more and want to make a purchase of a piece.
Yeah.
But I think part of it, I'll need
Okay.
to maybe build more.
I will pause you because you're overthinking. The major thing is your outcome was that you want awareness. You got it because you had hundreds of thousands of people looking at your work. Okay, you can't have any conversion when you don't really put call to action proper call to action. Like, I want you to download something. I want you to do something. That means conversion was not your goal. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's there is a big difference between awareness campaigns and conversion campaigns. That means when you go on, I don't know, Pinterest, I can't talk about Pinterest, but basically when I'm taking all rules from LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram, what you need to choose is always the outcome or target of your advertisement itself. That means you want leads, you want website visitors, or you want brand awareness. I think there's a few different options. Now, when you want brand awareness, you have great thing. If you can track how many people from Pinterest went to your website, that's your conversion rate. Okay. That means that's if those people, you said that number was actually going to your website, that's really massive success.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, next step, because we can't expect people to buy straight away from our first touch with us. Like, yeah, that's great. But now you can see people are interested in art. What is great. That means the only thing that I will suggest, there will be probably Pinterest having some code that you need to connect with website, and you can actually track those people the way that you can retarget them and basically do another advertisement to them directly because they were already interested. I really don't know how Pinterest works, but this is something you can do, like a retargeting on Facebook. Okay. What is important? Really think about that always, that what is your outcome you want.
Okay. Yep.
Cool. That means if you want conversion rate, try a lead generation type of advertisement. Okay. Then you will have form that will give you email. You will give them something.
Okay.
That was our lead magnet. Cool.
Yeah, and a call to action, obviously, to say what you want them to do.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Any questions, guys, or anything, any ideas, please share. We are all here, friends. Yeah. Do you know each other? No, let's go. Let's go some interaction. Brandon, you're smiling, you're starting. Tell us, you're muted. Tell us something about you.
So what do you want me to do? Tell me something about me.
Oh, tell us. Yeah, you're funny. Okay, that we know. Okay, but tell us what you do or where you're coming from.
I'm from Orangebrick Road. We are a company that helps onboard people into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, that sort of thing.
And
We've got about 7 or 8 teachers. So just get people right from the start, like newbies, that have no idea and how to connect to an exchange, how to do the KYC, know your customer, all the government regulation stuff, connect your bank account, buy something, how to safely send it off the exchange, and then, just take them through the whole investment process, basically. Yeah.
And I have a referral for you, and that's Marilyn, because she wants to invest. Probably I started to investing with Brandon as well. I'm learning with him to invest actually into crypto. That means Marilyn, I know she mentioned that, and you could probably continue with the introduction. I will jump straight away. Thanks, thanks, Brandon.
Thank you. I am really interested to know more about crypto. So we talked about it with Alex, but then other than that, I am pivoting my business, which initially was a project to set up facilities for recycling plastics. And I am pivoting into a consultancy model to become a consultant in the sustainability, waste management and plastic industry. So this is what I'm doing right now.
Thank you. Rash, you're unmuted. Go.
I'm taking a photo first.
It's like, yeah, this is it. I'm speaking.
Hi, I'm Rash Denzel. I am addicted to selling houses. I have a problem. The first rule in AA is to admit you have a problem. Yes, so
It's a good problem to have. I'm happy with it.
I'm sure you are. We're Neil and I work together. We Team Rash at the agency, so we do real estate sales, and I think we met almost everyone here in the group before. Brendan, and we look forward to grabbing your details in the chat, but excellent. We'll connect after this.
I have another referral for you. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Raj. And yes, I can tell that Raj is definitely addicted because he didn't have a chance to contact me for a session. And Neil, you don't laugh, Neil, because we know. Anyway, Neil, would you like to add to that something to introduce yourself?
No, I think Rash has done it. Neil, Rash work together. We sell houses in Perth, and still learning to better ourselves and to get better results and manage our time better. But it's amazing.
Yeah, cool, guys. Thank you. And Alexis, and
So I'm an artist, and just working a lot on new things for a solo exhibition that I want to do this year. So on track with that at the moment. And I think, with Brandon, I spoke to you about the crypto, and we were on board with that, but I think I'll need to book another session with you just to relook at it again. There's a lot going on with that. So
cool, awesome.
Wrap your head around,
I think it's good to try new things. Why not? When investing is probably a very important part of business mindset in general, because we don't want to work for money. We want money to work for us or work for us. That's most important. And thank you. And Joanne?
Hi, everyone. I think I haven't met Brandon, so hi there. And I help brides dreams come true. I design their ideal wedding dress and bring it into reality. So yeah, very, very happy with what I do. And yeah, that's me.
And just add to that not only bridal dress, okay. Joanne actually became my personal designer, fashion designer.
Yes, I've got corporate wear to the collection now.
That is, yeah, if you want a nice dress, then call Joanne.
And yeah, mothers and guests to weddings as well. So
yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks.
One of my favorite shows of all time, for a bit of a laugh, is Bridezilla. So I'm sure you've had some horror stories.
I've only ever had one in like 12 years, and that was last year here in Perth. So
just don't say name. Just don't say the name.
No, and it was all about communication. She just did not know how to communicate. So
yeah,
that was more of a frustration. But
that's okay. That happens. That's why we are targeting our avatars. Yeah, we want to know who we want to work with.
We want to gel.
Yeah. Guys, if you have any questions regarding sales, just let me know, or you know my number, you call me if you need me. And thank you very much for being here. I hope you learned something, and we will have other sessions from the program next month. And I want you to book sessions between that. That means we can actually catch up and really get back to that and see where you are at. And please exchange your numbers. Marilyn, I think Brandon asked if you can send the details there in the chat. And yeah, I don't know if you did, but yeah, you have probably his anyway. That means, yeah, guys, so please feel free to connect, and hopefully I will see you all soon, and have a beautiful, beautiful day and almost the end of the week. See you guys.
Just before you go, Alex, we're on at 10:30 tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, cool. All right, just double checking.
Marilyn just sent your email as well. Cool.
Oh, nice. All right, guys. Nice meeting you all. I'll see you again, I'm sure.
Thank you, guys. See you soon. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.